Hey everyone, welcome to Pacific Drive, specifically the preview build of the game. I was fortunate enough to get a key for this, and I also am fortunate enough to have a little bit of time to play it. Pacific Drive kind of piqued my interest when I was reading previews about it recently. It just kind of seems like a combination of things that interest me specifically. Like, we've got a bit of My Summer Car in there, a lot of Long Drive in there, maybe Malbezo as well. Those types of games sort of fit into this, except we have a narrative, we have a story, and honestly probably higher production values than those games. But the core of the game in a lot of ways is the car and building the car and working on the car and dealing with the quirks of the car, which is a very interesting system. And I'm excited to try it out. This is the first time I've played this game, literally never clicked play before, so let's get into it. First impressions live. So I've read a little bit about this game, but not a ton, because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So let's just get into it. So it says 1947, Olympic Peninsula became the staging ground for a promising new technology. As rumors of its utopian creation spread, so did stories about overnight evacuations, unsolved disappearances, and unnatural occurrences. This is a horror game, I forgot to mention that. I am mildly scared. In 1955, the government walled off a section of the peninsula to establish the Olympic exclusion zone. For 30 years, the zone's borders grew until the government withdrew and sealed every access point. Creepy. Very creepy. What happened inside was never disclosed. Oh jeez. Chernobyl 2.0. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this game. I think the mood and the atmosphere is really gonna be one of the best things about it. I am mostly excited for the quirks in the car and like the way that the car is built and put together and stuff. It's gonna be really cool, and I'm just very, very interested to see how it goes. So 1998, I was 3 years old in 1998. Oh yeah, see, we've got some influence here. Lights on, wipers, gas, brake, reverse. Yeah, I like the interactivity of these types of games, but it seems this one's a little bit more simplified. So as I'm doing the tutorial, this is a good opportunity to just kind of get a feel for what the game is like, feel for how it performs and what it's going to look like. And like I said before, I don't really play horror games. I actually despise horror games. I hate playing horror games. I don't like being scared. So this game does have some horror elements, and that's probably the thing I'm most afraid of. However, in recent years, I've attempted to conquer that fear, and I've played games like Metro Exodus, as an example. There's wipers on the D-pad. But Metro Exodus is a pretty scary game, it can be at times, and I was able to play through that by myself, conquering fears one at a time, and that's what Pacific Drive is in a lot of ways to me, so I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Now, I know that this isn't our car, this is in fact some kind of van, but its handling is decent. It's feels pretty much exactly the same as these games tend to do, so it's a little stiff, but it's fine. This definitely isn't Gran Turismo, I'll tell you that, but it doesn't need to be. Let's put on some lights. There we go, D-pad left is lights. I think I saw that before. Yeah. Well, the road's getting worse and worse as we go along here, boys, and there's a tunnel. That's not creepy at all. Yeah, I already got my headlights on though, I'm prepared. So the idea is, if I like where this game is going in the preview, I intend to play it more. And I'm excited to do that on the channel once the game actually comes out. Also, that is large. Okay, I think we're coming up to the entranceway of this area. A big warning sign, that's always a good sign. Whoa, that was an anomaly. Okay, I feel like I'm playing Stalker. Stalker's another one of those games, similar to Metro Exodus, actually. There's another anomaly right there. But it's got some horror elements in it, and they try to scare you on purpose. Again, very much not a fan of those things. So the rocks seem to be disappearing, which is probably a good thing for me. For unexplained reasons, though. This being a preview, we're not going to be getting the full story today. Oh my goodness. Why are we doing this? Okay. I will admit my heart rate went up on that one. Just a touch. Rest in peace, my van. I think we found at least a portion of it. The Olympic exclusion zone, boys. We finally made it. Hopefully we can get our car soon, but there's a sad portion of our van. Looks like things are getting a little hazy, so we gotta sprint out of here. There's the engine. Too bad we can't study that and see what the size of it is. We want to know what kind of power we were working with there. Although I believe the van was capped to 40 kilometers or miles an hour, or whatever the speed stuff is here. Whatever the units are. So there's crouching in this game, which means there might be light stealth mechanics. I have no idea if this game has enemies or not. I'm assuming the anomalies are the enemies. Okay, Y is jump. I gotta keep that in mind, not A. Probably can change the control scheme though. This game does have quite a few settings. Kick. Okay, so we do have a light combat mechanic. Maybe just combat against things on the ground.
Someone out there? Hello? Could have sworn never mind.
Wait, what the heck?
The radar's acting up again. You were supposed to tune up this piece of junk years ago.
Okay, so we have actual dialogue, which I expected to happen, but I'm wondering if the car has dialogue now. Is this game like Knight Rider? Okay, where's the missing wheel? Like, naturally, it's this one right here, right? So, summer tire on. Hey, we're starting to get into the building mechanics. I'm so pumped for this. Alright, get in. Let's do it. You can kick the car. That's fun. Will it let me get in, though? Yes, you actually have to hit the door to get in. Let's do it, though. Start the engine. Turn the key. I gotta shift this sucker into drive, of course.
It's back! It's back! This is Tobias Barlow and Francisco, located in mid-zone sector B. Do you read me? I'm picking up your distress signal in the outer zone. It looks like you're somewhere around sector E. Hey, Francis, come here! Yes, it's urgent. Leave that interferometer alone for a second. Something is out there.
So we have a radio companion in this game, which is cool. It's not the car that talks, but instead somebody else. I also like that we have to shift.
Hey, do you copy? Hello? Hello? Is this thing working?
They don't have a transmitter. We won't hear a thing back.
Huh. But if they're stranded, I mean, they're from outside? They're a preacher? Hey, how did you get through the barrier wall? No one's gotten into the zone in ages and lived to tell about it.
And if we don't get them to safety, this one won't either.
That's a good point. Hey, you're in serious danger. Instability's closing in, and it's gonna scramble you quicker than beef in a blender. Your closest shelter is a few miles east. Get there however you can.
Rip.
Be quick about it.
So, dialogue, basically we're screwed, but my car has also died, which is genius. I probably should put it in park instead of just letting it go. Also, I realized something as well. Let me get into the car. Put it in park. There we go. We are missing a lot of body panels, including an entire door side. We also have this fuel can, which you need. It is like stuck in some plasma on the side of the car. That's creepy. See if we can siphon fuel out of this, I guess, if it has any. Maybe. Okay, we got fuel out of the car. Let's bring it back to our car, slap it in, and we should be good to continue. So, yeah, all you gotta do is just hold down RT to do these actions, fairly straightforwards. I'm guessing we'll be doing this type of stuff under pressure in the very near future. Is that all we need? I guess, I mean, I want to try to go back and get as much out of it as we can. Okay, the anomaly, whatever it is catching up, so we definitely need to go. This stuff that's on the back, install it, please. Get in the car. Get in the car. Turn it on. Put it in drive, and go. I have no idea what the anomaly is at this point, but we are definitely running from it. For now, it may as well be the, like, Fortnite storm or something.
There it is again, that blip on the spectrometer. I've seen that waveform before, but where? No kidding. Could it be? A remnant?
That can't be. There hasn't been one in decades.
Look at that spectral fingerprint. Tell me that doesn't match the remnants exactly.
No. What we should be looking at is how fast this creature seems to be moving.
Huh. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say they're going about the speed of a... No way. No way. Do not tell me. They found a remnant and it's a car this time? Holy Christ. No one's had working wheels in here for ages. Boy, I'd
Interesting,
kill.
interesting.
Combustion engines still chugging away out there.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, the breacher needs to get to safety. Then we can look into whether that car is a remnant or not.
In my heart of hearts, I already know. Then back, baby.
So the car might be something called a remnant, which is an interesting phenomenon, I guess. Maybe some kind of spectral being that takes the form of cars. I'm just like spitballing here. I don't want to open the door here, that's just sketchy. But looks like we might have found shelter. Possibly. Our car is leaning so hard to the right now, it is almost impossible to drive. Oppie's Auto Shop. Do I need to go this way? I'm assuming I do. But we probably need to drop the car in here. If it'll get in here. That's a door, come on. Okay, we're gonna probably have to go on the inside to get that. Which means put her in park, pop out the door. Still covered in mud. Don't know how to fix that. But we might be safe, hopefully. There's a lot of scrap potential material around here. Alright, let's go in the open door and see what's going on. Not creepy at all. Wow, okay. Close that. Just in case something sneaks up on us, you know what I mean. Flip the breaker, and... lights, camera, action, boys. We actually have power. Now, if I could figure out how to get the mud off my face, that would make things better.
The shop. God, it's been breached. You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out before I... Ow! Oh, my head. It's an emergency broadcast.
Hello, attention. This message is for Dr. Ophelia Turner. We send a breacher to your garage on official zone business. Now, we have it on very good authority that this person is in possession of a remnant, which has taken the form of a car, and, well,
You're on the remnant thing. She's not gonna care.
right, like it says.
Oh,
official
jeez.
zone business. Protocol demands that you keep them alive until we can get them to safety. Now, if you do not comply, I will occupy this broadcast channel with a recitation of the entire collection of poems I've personally written. That's 10 years and 17 volumes, and...
Tell her that voice goes like a nail gun to the skull. So, another breacher, huh? How do you outsiders not understand that Arda didn't build that 300-meter wall out there for fun? Unless you're one of the unfortunates who got zapped through.
Wait, I just remembered. I don't give a damn why or how you got here. You're trespassing, and I'd kindly like you to get the hell out of my zone. God, unfortunately, the barrier wall is as fortified against breaches trying to get in as it is against anyone or anything trying to leave. We have to find you a way out. So you might as well start by fixing up that car. Just
Don't break anything in my shop with those soft hands of yours.
Okay, so things have gotten complicated. It seems like we have taken over somebody's shop, and it's quite a nice shop, actually, so sorry, random lady. There is a random vehicle here, and there's several others, actually, that we might be able to snag parts from. I managed to pick up some stuff just randomly. Also, these bags are filled with some kind of glowing material, which is not creepy at all. What the heck is in there, lady? But there was just some stuff laying around in here, so I figured I may as well do the tutorial and grab it. But yeah, we gotta fix the car, I guess. We'll put the wheel back on. There's a storage room there that we can't get into yet. So we just gotta grab our wheel, slap her on, and probably, hopefully, do some more significant repairs because this car is a piece of garbage right now. It would be nice to have at least a few body panels, if you know what I mean. There we go. Okay, that's at least functional. Drive the car into the shop. I think we can do that. So now that we're looking at things with these goggles on, you can actually see that stuff has, like, durability. And things appear to have... we can actually see our fuel as well, which is good. There's our fuel can, our extra fuel can. Yeah, we're leaning really hard on the side. This door apparently is quite decent. See, I'm not sure what repair is. We'll probably figure that out soon, but it seems like we got RB, we got RB hold, and then we have this. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll figure it out soon. I feel like we're going to be starting this car up a lot in the very near future. I'm excited for it. So we're in the shop. Put her in park. Turn her off. Let's see what else it has for us. Replace a car door. So we have a crude door somewhere. And then we also have the steel door that's currently on there. I guess we can probably get rid of this. Okay, so RB is use it. RB hold is open it. And then this is take it off, basically. I like that a lot. We can also throw it. This little TV gives us some status info on the car, which is cool. So we can see what's going on with it. Obviously, we can see some of the issues it has and also the time. It's almost 4 o'clock. What else? I want to find a door. I guess there might be one on one of these cars just hanging around somewhere. It might be the only way to do this, unless there's a way to repair the other one. I'll have to figure that out, so give me a minute. Yeah, so what you have to do is assign that as a goal, which is interesting. So you got to go over to here in Blueprints, basically pick it. This is a complicated looking menu, but it's not very complicated. I just had to go to door and then assign that as what I'm looking for, and now it's telling me where those materials are. So let's get them. This is a crude panel here. Let's see what's in it, except it's locked and it won't kick open, so we need a crowbar. So materials are stored in sort of a Resident Evil style. You need to put it into an inventory that is like it has different shapes and stuff kind of thing. I'm also holding an entire door right now, which takes up a huge portion of my inventory. There we go. So you got to put the pry bar into your hand first, and then yeah, you got to hold RT and it pops the sucker open. Let's grab both of the things that are in there. I don't even know what they are, but at least we have them now. They're part of the objective, so we'll use it. This is creepy. Friendly dumpster. It is indeed very friendly and not at all scary and pulsating in blue, but we got what we needed out of that. So somehow I missed this, but there's a scrapper. I accidentally broke the crowbar and I was like, well, I might have to restart the game now because I screwed that up. But we have something here that should let us scrap parts of the car and then hopefully get materials for it. That's pretty cool. So you basically just bust stuff up and then grab the pieces from it, and I'm assuming we can make stuff out of those pieces. That would make a lot of sense. That's a lot of cool little bits though. Basically we have a giant chainsaw. Now the wheels, it says scrap the abandoned car's wheels, panels, and doors. So we need to do the wheels as well. There we go. We probably need all these wheel materials, whatever that happens to be, rubber and such. Grab all of that. 1,000,000 pieces of rubber. I don't know what to do with this. Probably should just scrap it. Okay, apparently not. And then once you've stripped a vehicle of all its resources, it just sits and there's nothing you can do with it. Now I'm going to grab this, except my inventory's got too much stuff in it. And we'll go and see what else we can do. Probably some kind of building table over here. Yes, that's exactly what this is, a workbench. So, we need to craft some stuff. The first objective is to craft a crude door, so let's make that. Gotta hold that thing down to make it, and hopefully this will be enough to fill this slot, or maybe it goes on the other slot. Well, it's a passenger door now, so we have at least one nice passenger door. Our driver's side door is over here because I took it off. Don't worry about it. So it wants me to put a trunk door on, so I didn't actually need to take the driver's door off at all. But at least we have all of our body panels. I just have to get my other body panel off of the ground over there. There we go. We have a complete car, at least mostly. It is terribly leaning on this side. I think this tire is flat, but that's all right. So I just figured out something that I was just thinking about here, and that is we probably should try to refuel while we can. So we'll pull this thing off of here and then fill the car as much as possible. Hopefully it doesn't leak or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's all we got. And then I'm just going to siphon the rest of the fuel out of this because I want to make sure to get all the fuel that we can. Okay, our car is almost full, and I think I can probably get one more tank out of this car, but it's good to be prepared. Even if I'm still in the tutorial, I may as well take advantage of all the materials and stuff I can find. Yeah, okay, we're good. So we'll have at least almost a full jerry can in the back, just as a precautionary thing, and that's cool. Beautiful. This car is looking mint. So we now have a repair putty, which means we need to do some structural repair on the car, and that's going to be RT to do that. What do we need to fix? There's some panels here that definitely need some love. Probably this one. I'm going to RT on that. The stuff here is fairly simplistic, but I mean this putty is magical and almost brought this wagon back to life. That is insane. Actually, that is a lot better than it was before, and I was about to scrap that door. Our hood is toast, so let's fix that too. Beautiful, elegant. That's nice. We're still missing a panel here, which sucks. We'll have to try and find that. This panel's totally screwed, so let's fix that too. I mean, it looks better, but it's still a piece of garbage, so I don't know what to say about that one. We still have a little bit of repair putty left. I'm going to use all of it, and we may as well just use it to fix some of the disaster that is this car. And this panel is absolutely destroyed, so let's fix that too. Okay, so using the tutorial, whatever, I didn't run out of this stuff, surprisingly. I was actually able to fix the entire car, which is really cool. We just need to scan this, which means LB. I guess that just gives us an idea of what we're working with, but basically this tire is flat, obviously. Wow, okay, this is a little more detailed than I thought. Repair the flat by crafting and using a sealing kit, or replace the flat with the spare tire found in the locker. So I already found the flat thing, but we should probably try the sealing kit, however that works. So I'm actually straight out of repair putty now, which is unfortunate, but I fixed all the wheels. At least fixed, in quotes. So I realized I don't even have enough inventory space to carry the spare tire, so I'm kind of just not gonna do that. I gotta make sure to make at least one flat repair kit though, so I'm gonna do that quick. Yeah, the sealing kit requires duct tape, and I just don't have duct tape for some reason, so we'd probably have to scrounge for that. However, let's see what's going on with the mechanics kit. I've got that equipped, and hold RT. And it exploded, but my loose wheel has been fixed. That's a good thing. Zone preparation, what else can we do to the car? Cardboard boxes, why would we not add cardboard boxes into the back? Just makes a lot of sense, because where else am I going to put this extra wheel? Beautiful. Crafting mat, hopefully that means we can craft on the go and we don't have to come back here every single time. It's exciting. Beautiful. We're taking up some space in the trunk.
There's a little prototype of mine in the garage. The arc device. Hook it up to your car, wherever it'll fit.
Arc device in the passenger seat. I guess we'll never have passengers, so does it really matter? Apparently not. Going right in there. Okay, that's the car has become a little more sciencey.
And the only way back to safety. Heck, you should consider it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit if you plan on staying alive. That's how important this thing will be to you. Yes, that's my very own invention. I'll tell you more about it if you live long enough to use it.
That is fancy looking, although I don't exactly know what it does yet. Yeah, let's, I don't know. We have our cardboard boxes. You can see the inventory is getting kind of full here, which is a good thing, but we have an interesting mechanic where if you try to rearrange something outside of this little box, then it will be angry at you, and it'll say that it's at risk of falling out, which is interesting. Let's pick one of these up, a blueprint. Don't know what it's for. Apparently you can see it live, but you just look at it and that's it. Interesting. Oh, there's a gas pump here. I didn't even need to siphon gas out of that car. Oh, that's fancy. Okay, yeah, so we can refill anytime we want to. That's making things a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. However, we're pretty much full anyways, so not a big deal. Throw the switch to charge the battery. Apparently our battery is really low on charge. Is everything else good with the car? Like, are we sorted? That thing closes like ridiculously fast, by the way. That is a slam if I've ever seen one. Charging the battery with a lot of... That looks like a little more than 12 volts, but let's see. Yeah, that was a little bit more than 12. But if you remember what our car looked like before, it's looking a lot different now, and it's only been like an hour, so pretty cool.
This is the zone. Within these borders, all matter has lost the ability to hold a constant physical state. What that means is the shape, size, and makeup of just about everything constantly changes. A mile of grass can turn into 10 miles of swamp in the blink of an eye, and it does. Constantly. It's caused by something we call instability. We're completely surrounded by it, and once you've watched it chew through entire mountain ranges, you'll understand that you don't want to get anywhere near it. We can only survive in here within pockets of stability. That's what you're standing in now, and that's what you're seeing mapped on the route planner. If we're going to find you a way out of the zone, you'll need to build a new antenna. Until then, you won't be able to detect stabilized routes beyond your immediate area. So, you've got to go hunting for parts, and that means taking a drive. Go on, pick a route. The arc device in your car will then show you where you need to go.
So, that dialogue there was interesting. Basically, it gives us at least a little bit more context into what's going on here. Basically, stuff will just not stay stable, matter is all over the place. And now we need to build an antenna, so we have to drive somewhere, and at least we have a destination. Looks like we gotta hold it down to get it to do that. It's a 3-hour drive, which is quite significant. But I guess we'll have to go see what's over there. It's getting spooky now. Alright, the door's opened. That means that we're ready to go out into the zone, which is creepy and scary, and it's our first voyage, but I'm going to call it here for now. Hopefully you have enjoyed this little beginning of the game preview. This is part 1 of possibly more if you guys are interested. Unfortunately, the preview window closes in a few days, so I might not have a ton of time to record another episode, but I do intend to do a little bit more to see what the real game is like instead of just fixing up the car in the garage. But hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys again soon. More Pacific Drive to come, and when the game comes out, I'll probably play the full release as well. I'm very excited by this. Just some impressions off the beginning so we can close this off, but the building seems really cool. It's nice and detailed. There's a lot of little details and stuff, which is nice. It's actually heavier on story than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more roguelite. Obviously, we have our destination map over here, our safe area here, so we're basically going to be using this as like a base of operations to move forwards, and I guess we get tidbits of story as we move along, so it's really cool so far. I really love the car as well. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm curious as to what else is going on in this area. There's a lot of just weird stuff here. I don't know if you were looking in the background, but that is a large pipe, and I kind of want to drive on it. There's also this little garage area here, which we have not even thought about yet, so there's some cool stuff to come, and I'm hopeful that we'll get to experience it in the preview. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. More Pacific Rims, no, it's Pacific Drive to come. And our friendly blue pulsating dumpster might have some more stuff for us, so we'll see what it has for us then.